on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another Dark Dimension 4 video for you guys, and this is just a recap actually from the last time I did Node 7. But as you guys can see here, we were able to one-shot it with Proxima, Minerva, Hela, and of course our Thanos line up there, 14 mil worth of damage. And now today what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna jump into Node 7 again, but this time we're gonna bring in Silver Surfer, and I think that's been it's been a long debated issue. I think lots of people are kind of deciding, you know, should they go Hela or should they go Silver Surfer. And of course in this one I'll show you guys the gameplay of all 5 characters. I do believe both characters are extremely good for this node. I did try out subbing out Silver Surfer instead of Hela as a 4-man team, and did not work so well. But the moment you combine the two together, it actually forms a really amazing team, and I think that's probably one of the best teams you can run for the Cosmic Nodes. But choosing between if you want to go Hela or Silver Surfer for your first run, I would highly recommend Hela as the first, just because of Greg and the spread and the disruption and all the debuffs. But again, it also depends. I mean, if you guys have a massive big Silver Surfer and you don't mind taking a few more attacks, then for sure I think that's also a good way to go. But hopefully this footage will give you guys another alternate you can use. I wanted to show footage of just using Silver Surfer, but I couldn't even get through the first wave, and didn't think that it was beneficial for you guys to see me getting wiped. So that's why we're gonna do the one shot here with a 5-man crew here. So hopefully this helps you guys out. So we'll quickly jump in here now. As you guys can see, we're gonna jump in. It doesn't really matter the lineup. I noticed that you can just jump in here, and I actually put Silver Surfer right beside Thanos, so that way when you get the kills, it actually feeds energy to him. If Magneto doesn't really screw up with the formation and everything. But that's the way I found it to be, so we'll see how it goes. But as you guys can see here, the first wave is kind of a pain in the butt because everybody's launching their ults and everything. And the important thing here is applying that ability block. So once we apply that ability block, that's gonna be the game changer here. Even when I didn't have Hela and I was using a 4-man squad with Silver Surfer, the ability block I found to be the best on Emma Frost, just because that blind she does, and then she just rips all her buffs. So that's kind of the crappy thing. So you want to make sure you can do that. And then of course we're blinded here a little bit. So I mean, if you actually ability block Magneto, you can actually avoid the blinds altogether. But then afterwards, after the ability blocks are gone, he's gonna eventually blind you anyway. So I don't know. I didn't find the blinds to be that bad because it targets Greg and it kind of kills Greg and helps give us a bit of that turn meter. So I didn't find it that bad. But as you guys see here, we're gonna take a bit of ults from the Namors, just some AOE smashes there, and again, the first wave, the first couple turns is just gonna be kind of a write-off because you don't really have attacks hitting in. And there, of course, I should have used Silver Surfer's first skill. I kind of missed that. I forgot he was blinded, so we'll just ignore that. So that was not a perfect attack by any means. But as you guys can see here, even with our mistake, this node will still be really straightforward because of the fact that we've got that Hela Silver Surfer combo. We got the ability blocks across the board now, spreading from the Emma Frost, and now if I was a smart guy, I should have defense downed Emma Frost as well to spread that out. But of course, he was blinded, so that didn't work out there. So yeah. So anyways, we'll focus on Strife here, and we'll just take him down. I think most people will go for the squishier characters. I think some people go for Namors because they don't have the deflex, or they go for Magneto. But then I just find that if you attack Magneto, he just gets more speed up, and then it just feels, I don't know how the mutants work. They get the deflections and the speed ups, and it's annoying. So I go for Strife because you don't want him ability blocking us when he gets his cooldowns up. So that's why, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we want to take him out early. If you guys had seen my earlier video with the Node 7, with the 4-man crew there, with everyone except for Silver Surfer, that was kind of my strategy. I went for Strife first because, yeah, he will hurt if you leave him alone. He's got ability to block, and it's not fun at all. So So we'll keep going for him, and like I said, like you can just see how fast Silver Surfer is. Like he is ridiculously fast. I did get to the second wave using the 4-man team, but Silver Surfer and I think Thanos were the only ones alive. Everybody else died by the second wave, which kind of sucks a bit. Whereas with Hela, whereas with the other team with Hela, I was able to get to that second wave consistently. But unfortunately, when I get to that second wave, if you don't have all the right cooldowns ready to rumble and you know, ready to use for X23, it becomes quite a problem for the team. So as you guys see here, the problem we were missing here is the fact that we didn't have an ability blocker like Silver Surfer, and that's kind of where he's going to make that huge difference when you guys see here when the second wave drops. So we've taken out Strife. I usually go for Blob right after, and then from that point on, you can go for the Namors, or you can go for you know, Magneto or Emma Frost. And what I like to do is I like to leave Namors alone, so that way they can ult. If they hit the second ability, their special, it also hits multiple targets. So to me, it's nice because the greater chance they have on it hitting and killing Greg, the more turn reduction we get and the more heals we get back. And then of course that also feeds into the Minerva train. So I don't mind leaving him alone. And as you guys already seen here, I keep stunning Emma Frost because yeah, the moment she rips our buffs and then blinds somebody, I feel like it really screws up a lot of our combination. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't like playing against her. And I went through node 12 as well the last run, and she is just brutal to deal with. Even on the last node in the legendaries, there's an Emma Frost there at the end, and I basically had to stun her because yeah, you have to control her, or like she can rip all the buffs. She can, you know, remove our debuffs with her special. She's such a good character, but such a bad character to play against for us. So anyhow, we'll take care of the last Namor here, and again, as you guys see here, we're gonna stun her because we can. And as we get through this node here, you guys can see that we're kind of just trickling through now, and getting our cooldowns back up. And I think one thing you know, important to mention here is Silver Surfer is by no means a bad character for Cosmic Nodes. He is an extremely great character. It's just unfortunately Hela offers that debuff spreading, and she has Greg, which basically feeds into Minerva's turn. And I think that's probably the most valuable part in these Cosmic Nodes. Silver Surfer standalone is very, very good. He shines in all the respective game modes. But I would say right now, if you guys are looking for less attack attempts, I would stick with Hela for the first run, and then go Silver Surfer the second run, which is what I'm doing right here. So I find that really works. And again, I know people are gonna either disagree with me or maybe they'll agree with me, but yeah, that's what I found to be effective. And I know even if you get Silver Surfer to tier 13 or tier 14, just not to 15, and you can't use him just yet, that's fine. You know, he still shines in a lot of those game modes. As you guys see here, you want to make sure you ability block X23, which is very key to stopping her because she'll just keep continually ulting, and that's going to kill everybody off. So that's why we are ulting her. We're going to do the defense down. That's not going to hit her, but it's going to hit the adjacent targets. That's fine. We do want to just hit her because we want more damage on her. Faster we can get rid of X23, the faster we don't have to worry about her. So that's the reason why. Yeah, we'll keep. And then you want to focus on Negasonic and Domino as well. Since both those characters are all three characters, they do a lot of AoE. And I mean, the Hulks are pretty straightforward. I think if you ability block and keep them controlled, they're not much of a threat. I think that's pretty evident there, as you guys can see here. And now we've got the amazing spread of Hela. Yeah, it's a deadly combination. I wish you could take both those characters up because they are very good characters. What I would recommend is, as you guys can see on my roster here, I've got Thanos, Silver Surfer, and Hela. And now right there, that's 3 cosmic characters. And I think in hindsight, I went with Thanos initially because I thought he would be a good one to start off because he's cheap. He's a 54-54, and also he's part of the Black Order team. So of course, to me, it made the most sense to level this guy up. But in the future, I mean, in hindsight, you know, if I could go back in time, I probably would have just focused Silver Surfer and Hela and avoided him altogether. So that way you can have those cosmic materials for both those characters. But Unfortunately, I'm not sure what you guys are building or what your guys' priorities are. So, of course, that's going to change. But there's lots of other great characters you can bring in instead of Thanos. Like I said, I think Thanos is pretty... he's pretty average at best. But his taunt does help out in certain situations. And I do find that Hela and Silver Surfer play a much larger role than he does. So, I mean, if you got to pick one out of the 3 there to get rid of, I would definitely pick Thanos. But, again, if you're doing your first run... Thanos and Hela are definitely a good matchup on this node because, yeah, they provide a lot that sustain, that utility, and yeah, Thanos doesn't do a lot of damage, but he provides a pretty nice taunt to keep everybody alive. And then, of course, his heal is also nice because it he can heal himself when his ultimate's up. And then, of course, if we get a kill, he also gets energy fed to him. So it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. But as you guys can see here, we're not having too many issues. I think the problem with my Hela team when I was running it without Silver Surfer is you are going to require some pretty good RNG. But I found it to be quite effective to get to the second wave consistently. So, I mean, you can definitely 2 or 3 shot this one pretty straightforward with this team. But if you're using a Silver Surfer team, it's probably going to take maybe closer to maybe 5 or 6 or 7 tries. Which, I mean, in truth, that number of attacks is still pretty minimal compared to Dark Dimension 3 when it was first released. So, I mean, these are all pretty efficient attacks. And I think the nodes 8 and 9 are a little bit more trickier. And I think that's kind of where Silver Surfer would really get outclassed by Hela because they've got like 30-plus enemies. 40 plus on the last one, I believe. And yeah, it's a tough one, right? It's a tough one for sure. But I just wanted to showcase to you guys, yeah, Silver Surfer and Hela form a really nice team together because of that ability block and that massive spreading of the ability blocks. And then, of course, the speed on Silver Surfer is just ridiculous, as you guys can see here. Like we're making a joke out of this node, and I don't think it's too hard. Once you get through the Domino and the X-23, focus on the Nagasonics. But, you want to take care of Doctor Strange as well because you leave him alone, he's going to revive. So that's why we're going to ability block him here. And then, of course, Silver Surfer moves way too fast for Hela to keep up. So I don't even think her cooldowns are up. Okay, no, they are up. Okay, my bad. I thought they were maybe a turn off. But yeah, Silver Surfer moves way too fast for any other character to catch up. So, I mean, he gets basically 2 or 3 turns before one character gets even one. So, absolutely broken character. And I think a really safe bet, if you guys are looking for a cosmic character, he's got to be part of your essentials. Definitely for sure. I would say Hela's in that essential list too because of what she brings to the table. But if you have to pick one or the other, in all honesty, guys, I can't give you the answer to that because it depends on where you are in the game. It depends on what you're prioritizing. It depends on your resources. It depends if you even have Hela unlocked. Maybe you're a new player and you don't even have her unlocked, and you did get Silver Surfer from the strike pass. Like I said, guys, it depends on where you are, but the answer to that is Hela or Silver Surfer. Well, guys, I'd say either one is a very strong choice, and I just wanted to showcase to you guys Node 7 one shot here with Silver Surfer, and I think a lot of people were kind of deciding, Hela or Silver Surfer, and truth is both are amazing choices. You're gonna need both characters in the cosmic Doom raids. You'll need them in Dark Dimension 3 or 4, and of course they shine in the arena. I've been using a Hela Silver Surfer team in my arena shards. Amazing, just amazing ability blocks, and just totally totally Doom. So you can even counter Doom with this combo. But anyways, like I said, either way, I think both characters are solid. Just depends on where you are in the game. And if I had to pick one out of the 3 here to get rid of for Cosmic, probably would be Thanos, because he doesn't really bring too much to the table outside of his taunt and his minor healing. And as you guys see here, we're pretty much near the end here, and unfortunately, I don't know if this is helpful for you guys, but hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what this team looks like with a Silver Surfer being added. Unfortunately, we didn't have Hela finishing the battle with us, but that's fine. We still one-shotted this pretty easy without too many resets, and there you guys have it. That is it, guys. So that's our one-shot there of Node 7. Hopefully gives you guys an idea of what to decide if you're picking Hela or Silver Surfer. But Yeah, I think either one is a very good choice. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.